That's right. Happy Monday. Como está usted? We're never going to stop not stopping, sipping on some Green Bay tears. You know why this mug is getting filled up today? Because the Packers know that the Super Bowl goes through the Minnesota Fighting Vikings. Vikings, Packers, Lambeau Field, 6 seed at the 2 seed, NFC title game for the right to go to Miami. It's coming up. Yeah. That's right. The NFL playoff table is set, and the Vikings' first course before they get to dessert in Lambeau. Well, actually, no. Well, it would be... What would the Super Bowl be then? Aperitif? Nah. But first course is a big old steaming pile of gumbo and some crawfish etouffee down in New Orleans as the Vikings take on the New Orleans Saints of Louisiana. Can the 6 seed Vikes go down and beat the 13-3 aforementioned 3 seed Saints as 7.5 point underdogs? Not that we're counting. And exorcise some demons down in that stupid building. Let's talk about today. Also talk about you. Subscribe and come along for daily Vikings takes. I'm re-energized. I'm revitalized. It's almost like our team didn't lose 2 straight division games, even though one didn't matter. But, also the drums of the Vikings already in. Helps new people find the show. Helps the channel grow as the Vikings steamroll their way through these playoffs. Or just leave a steaming pile somewhere in New Orleans. One of the two. So we'll get to it. All right, now, we all know the history with the Vikings and the Saints in the playoffs. Yes, Bounty Gate from back in the day, NFC title game, kick in the pants. Greg Williams is a douche. We all know that, even though Adrian and Bernard Behrens are turfing it. Yeah, that didn't help. As well as Mahu Mahu Nahu Fahu Tahi, the 19 men on the field. By the way, we're going to go for maximum pain, and we're actually going to live stream us watching the NFC title game from that year this week, because we like pain. Sure, why not? And then flip the script. Boop, 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 boop. 2017, Minneapolis Miracle. Fun times. Fun times are back again. Thanks, PJ Williams. What's going on? Also, Sean Payton is a douche. 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 So there's already been quite a bit of recent history between the two squads in the playoffs, and another chapter gets added this Sunday. Also, it's become Viking South with the Saints to a degree, with New Orleans scooping up Zach Line and Latavius Murray and Nick Easton, and also a certain undefeated quarterback who is going to get paid this offseason that the fan base still loves and that we miss. I can't think of his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Did you know he was college teammates with Devontae Parker? Yeah, that guy. Yeah. So can the Vikings win this game? Qualified, yes, absolutely. But also, bottom line, I think the Vikings are going to have to win a shootout because, the Saints offense is legit. The top 5 in the league. You aren't going to stop them. They're all at home, blah, blah, blah. They can run with Kamara and Murray, and the corpse of Drew Brees is still out there slinging it, doing some things. Michael Thomas will probably burn the Vikings quarterbacks for 300 as long as he's not cheap shotting Andrew Sendejo, which I still remember. We still remember. And then also, could you imagine throwing the kerosene that is Antonio Brown on this already raging inferno of an offense? Just throw him in there. Hey, Antonio Brown, we're going to work you out on Friday. Don't bring an entourage. Oh, you brought an entourage? Cool. We'll still sign you. And plus, Sean Payton just loves designing plays for Taysom Hill, who's a quarterback in name only. He's a bad quarterback / marginal wide receiver / marginal punt up man. Cool. It's so fun. But the Saints defense, here's where it gets fun. Not so much. They're middle of the pack in the NFL in scoring, the 14th, 24th in touchdown passes allowed, as well as 19th in rushing yards per attempt. Plus, they're down 3 key defensive contributors, starting linebacker Alex Anzalone, edge rusher Marcus Davenport, who, remember, they traded up a couple years ago. That worked out. As well as defensive tackle Sheldon Rankins, who's my guy. I love Sheldon Rankins. So they're a little bit thin there already. Plus, they brought back Manti Te'o. So, and also, yes, they are 5th in the NFL in rushing yards allowed with 1,420. So you think, well, they're really stout against the run. But no, it's an illusion because they're 2nd in the league in rushing attempts at 327, meaning teams don't run against them because they're usually behind. But like we mentioned, they are 19th in yards per attempt allowed. So when teams do run, they can make hay against the Saints. And I think the Vikings will need to. Dalvin, the Minnesota Movement Company, need to get the outside zone running again because A, keep the New Orleans offense off the field. B, calm down Kirk because I don't know how he's going to react. The bright lights, even though it's going to be noon on Sunday, so we got that going for us. And also, it needs to open up the play action because I think the Vikings need to make a couple of vertical plays in the passing game to really keep up in this game, because I think it's become a track meet down in New Orleans, akin to when San Francisco went down there, ended up being like 95-88. It was like full on. It was like full on Big 12. It was great. But Kirk, bottom line, needs to come and play. Like, no excuses. This is what we paid you. This is what you're here for. So you're going to have Thielen and Dalvin back, and you've got Diggs and Rudy already. So time to step up, especially after that Monday night turn. Yeah, remember last time we saw you, you were just like full-on sharding all over the synthetic turf at historic US Bank Stadium. That's what you were doing. Just like a full-on deuce. And angry Kirk plays better, and he sure as hell has plenty of things to get angry about, from everything that the fans have been saying, everything that the media has been saying, and rightfully so after that performance when the NFC North was on the line. So number 8 needs to bring it, because the Vikings probably need to put up 40 to have a chance to win on Sunday, and I think they will, because the game's at noon. So hallelujah. Let's get it done. I cautiously optimistic as far as you can for a 7.5-point underdog on the road. Other than that, what can you do? All right, your thoughts. Excited about the Vikes on the road against Saints. Think they can get it done? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. You want to support the work, below some of the Venmo. Plus, give us a follow on social media as well. Until next time, Skol, production value.